Shout out Punto The Spot. My name is NiNi. They about to drop my new single, yes. Yeah. Just a little freestyle came up with. Look. I come from out the mud, but you never would tell. The way I carry myself, like I ain't been through hell. All that time in the field, all them times that I failed. Instead of playing the victim, I'm blazing the trail. Show my young ones, we ain't fragile or fair. We made to cause waves, yeah, Willie the whale. The world to do good and really live well. Cause when you in the hood, it really be feeling like hell. I'm unruly as they come. I blame my environment. All my NiNi haters should prepare for early retirement. The way things lining up, your favorite barber co-sign it. One thing after another, all my shit is aligning. When they prayed on my downfall, they chose the wrong outlaw. Big moves like I'm 6'2", but I'm really 5'4". Favorite everything, I'm the one that they vouch for. This ain't no smoking mirror, I'm the one to look out for. And this ain't a knockoff, it's a real smoking gun. You know that I'm a pop off. NiNi is the one, and she
Okay.
Yeah. It's more, I want to talk to the people real quick.
Okay.
Hold on. Yeah. It's NiNi. Love. Check. We all got a job to do. It's time to clock in. Enough with the hate and the blessing blocking. Nowadays I'm shooting my shot. I'm locked in. Niggas think I'm holding no weight cause I'm type slim. But I'm bringing food to the table. I'm pulling up a chair. Made something from nothing when it wasn't fair. Don't expect a handout if you wasn't there. Only competed with myself, no one compared. These are not just riddles, this is real talk. Yeah, I might look little, but I'm big dog. And I come from the ghetto, so I'm pissed off. Not into beefing, but I'm far from being soft. I always been determined to make it. If you don't got the life you want, you gotta create it. Mom always told me if I want it, gotta take it. I can only thank God for how far I made it. Somebody please tell them who the F.I. is. NiNi came to play, oh, yes I did. This is what would follow if left I lived. The marathon continues, so bless God lit. It was a few times, I ain't wanna come out the shell. I can't front, how many motherfuckers have put me through hell? I ain't want it, I just wanna live good and be well. Chicken, 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 chicken. I just wanna live good and be well. Chicken, chicken, chicken. Hey yo, I took a few losses, but fuck it, that's the game and the courses. That's what it courses. Fast forward to different courses, endorsements, more zen, offense, championship, more events, more sense, more ways to keep going in all sense. Really them losses, with all wins, awesome, horse them, fuck them doubters and them hating ass niggas, we lost them. Oh man, 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 oh man.
Talk about it. Who we got here?
All right, on El Punto The Spot tonight, we got Harlemite NiNi, a.k.a. Nikki Venus.
That's right.
Right.
Nikki.
Yeah, she's a
Thank you.
She's a rapper, basketball player since the age of 8.
Professional ball player.
That's right.
Overseas.
She getting money.
Yeah, she played basketball overseas in Sweden, the Netherlands, Greece, Cypress. Won Player of the Year in 2017 and 2018, and she's here to perform her new single, Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, NiNi
Double
again,
threat.
a.k.a. NiNi
Triple threat.
Triple threat.
But who's counting?
Yeah.
Give it up for Nikki.
Yes, Nikki. Welcome to El Punto.
Thank you.
I think I had the pleasure meeting you last season up at Dyke, man. We chopped it up, seen you on the sidelines. Chris, we were peeping you, getting you trying to hustle your music with the DJ. You know, I see the producer over there interrupting you.
Nah, just fixing it. That's all.
Pleasure to see you again.
Thank you. You too, Dex.
So you just came back in from overseas recently?
Yeah, about a month ago I came back.
From?
I was there for 10 months. I was in Cypress.
What was what was your season like?
Championship.
Back-to-back
championship.
Oh, back-to-back.
Yeah, back-to-back.
You got 2 rings. You ain't bring the rings for us to see?
I bought 2 rings. Back-to-back MVP.
What was your MVP? What was your numbers?
Maybe about 20 and like 7 or something.
Okay.
How many games is
What's your position? What
Point guard,
shooting guard.
Don't try, yo, Zach. Don't try. She'll beat you. Don't get embarrassed. Yo.
I'm small, but I'm smart. You know what I mean? I'm strong.
Right.
Back-to-back champions.
How many games is in a season in Cyprus?
How many games? About 20, I'd say.
Okay.
About 20 games.
So what do y'all
we play once a week every Sunday.
I was gonna say that once a week. That's how you make it such a long
Facts.
season.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm learning something today. I didn't know.
How was the land over there? How did you like Cypress?
Cypress is beautiful.
Yeah.
It's super beautiful. I mean, the beach is crazy. Like,
Yeah.
I wish I could bring everybody there. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, when you travel the world, that's what you want to do. You want to show people, like, yo, y'all think it's good only here. No, it's good everywhere.
Yeah, it's good, yo.
Yeah, there's so many
it's
nice
different.
places.
And the people not really struggling like that, you know? So everybody is chill.
Right.
Like, it's a good
No
vibe.
pressure.
There's no
Right.
pressure. It's no violence, really, you know.
Right.
They got little things going on, but nothing crazy, you know?
Right.
Yeah, and they probably keep that in a certain area.
How
Right.
is the nightlife for you over there?
The nightlife is cool, too. They have clubs. They have nightlife. They have, like, this one spot. It's kind of like a hole in the wall a little bit, but that's, like, the hip-hop spot is dope.
And that's what I was
So
going to say. What kind of
so
music?
now I
Hip-hop, everything that we play here, like rap,
See
R&B.
that?
I try to tell everybody all the time. It's
Now I
weed
know-
everywhere.
The
now I
DJs
know.
love us.
Now I know the Greek freak is from Greece, right?
Yes.
Like, what's you being over there? I'm asking you, what's his momentum like over there in Greece while he's over here doing
They
it?
fucking love him,
He's
man.
a god.
He's a god over there.
He's a god, yeah. It's so crazy though, cause he was at an event 2 weeks ago in Lincoln Park.
Yeah,
He came. It was the Greek Freak. They had him, you know, there for his shoe release.
yeah.
And I walked up, like we spoke, cause his brothers know me, cause I played in Greece before.
His brother was playing. He didn't play, but his brother played.
He played for Panathinaikos, his
Yeah.
brother, his oldest brother. But now they're on the same team. But yeah. So I said to him, I said, "You the Greek Freak. I'm the baby Greek Freak. Don't forget."
Do you speak the language?
A
Did you
little
learn?
bit, a little bit.
I love the way you just pronounce. I love the way you just pronounce. I've been trying to say when I read it.
Panathinaikos.
She just rolls off her tongue when you looking
Well,
at
you
trying
know-
to read Greek.
Yeah, I played
You
there.
know, I lived in Greece for 11 months.
Okay.
did?
But that's
Where'd you live?
I lived
Under
in,
a rock.
No, I lived in there's two major cities, Athens and Thessaloniki.
Thessaloniki. That's my city too.
Right.
I played for Pauk.
I lived in a small
Love it.
town called Lagada,
Okay.
closer to the border of Turkey.
Nice.
You know, I can't tell you why, but
But he was there. 11 months, camped out.
So
11 months.
another-
this is in the 90s though,
so
where there was the whole
is it hoods over there
Yeah, it is
There's
definitely.
hoods everywhere.
with blacks and everything?
Yeah. There's blacks everywhere.
Yeah, but the blacks over
They're
there
like
are the Africans
Africans.
that can't, because
Okay.
if you really know Greece, like
Nigerian.
yeah,
Okay.
they're
Greece
in
is
it.
probably open to third world countries.
So
though,
the
as well.
irony of the Greek freak is, I'm going back to the 90s. You know,
Okay.
racism is, again, that whole white supremacy that every country has a white face as the head politician. That really exists. So for them to idolize the Greek freak, which is what they hated when the Africans were coming into Greece.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, and again, they conquered Italy. The Africans conquered Italy. That's why the
Hannibal.
Italians. Yes, exactly. Hannibal
Right.
come with the elephants.
Came on the elephants.
Or Rumila. But what I'm saying that Greece is kind of like, you know, I know you've been island hopping. You went to Mykonos. It's dope. It has a different, but they are.
Just watch your back over there.
Remember, they are the original.
Literally.
Listen.
Literally.
They are the originators of a lot of the science and philosophies and societies
Yeah,
that
Greek
the
mythology.
Romans took. That's mythology. That's just one thing that they're known for.
Democracy.
Mythology.
Bill,
They're known for
Dinero.
their politics.
Yeah.
They're known for
Philosophy.
think about everything that when we say
The alphabet.
besides the alphabet, which is obviously we need that. It's only 26 letters. It's not that big of a deal. But you gotta put them together. But listen, but what I'm saying
I
is
wish
that
it was
what they were
less.
able to do with when we mention mythology, what they were able to do with the Greek gods, they were the first originators. So Greece has a lot of pride in them.
Yeah.
You know, the Greeks, like they walk around like they're really. If you notice that,
I
like
know.
they-
I
gods.
know.
yeah, because they come from that.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, but they got
Facts.
a lot of bullshit with them too. Like
Yeah.
the
Oh, yeah.
girls. Let me tell you how the girls work out
Here
I
we
know
go.
about those girls too.
there. Yo, listen,
I know about
listen.
those girls.
You know the girls. They gotta stay a virgin, so they won't give you the coochie. They give you the other.
The
hoe.
back door. That's
Like
why I
the-
told
like-
you to watch
like-
your back over.
like the Italian, like the
word.
Italian women.
Say
Yo.
word.
Yeah.
The Italian
got
women
that
do
from-
that
Y'all
too.
crazy, yo.
They got that from the Greeks.
Oh,
I was
they
not
saved that for
So,
their husband.
Nick, so Nick, let me ask you
Call
a
me
question.
daddy.
Call me daddy.
So when you're on the court, like who, regardless if it's an American player or Greek player, who's like your nemesis? Who really checks you? Who? I mean, okay, nobody can check you. I understand, but who's the closest to checking you? That you want to
Honestly-
name, like a star, somebody we might be familiar with. I don't know.
No, there's no
Okay.
like big WNBA players there in the country I play in. But honestly, they switch plays on me like every 2-3 plays. Like they like.
I have a question for
They
you.
dub-
So you
They just
play
switch
you
players.
play in Greece as an American.
As an
so
American.
you're an import. How many imports can they have on the team?
In Cypress, we can only have one import
So
on the
you're
team,
the
so
one.
I'm the one.
And
You're the
every
franchise.
Greece,
Every
it'll be
team,
like
every
30.
team has one.
Every team has one, so it might be a big man on another team.
Right.
On my team, they chose me
So
as a
everyone
guard.
has one American,
Everybody has one.
and that's
You mean
how
a
you-
big
one
woman.
foreigner.
Wow.
They
You
have
know,
one
my
foreigner.
oldest son plays pro ball.
Okay.
He's 6. He's been playing pro ball for 10 years, and that's how it works for him.
I'm bringing him to Dyke.
See, the men, they
dope.
usually allow more, so they'll allow like 6 on the team for the men. Even in
No,
my
the
country,
man is 3.
even in my country, it's 6.
Okay.
So they changed it. Depends.
So
Oh,
they,
you done
so-
switch countries on
Yeah.
us. You heard it? She done played it in my country. 3. Oh,
So on a, so it's safe to say if they switch players like that, they'd be double. You used to the double and the triple teams.
Yeah,
you
they'll
get triple
double. Not
teams,
triple team. That's
but double.
OD. But like, yeah, they'll double, or they'll just switch out. Like they put somebody on me that's just strictly for defense. Like,
We should have
she's
brought
on
a
my
basketball.
face,
I don't
you know?
believe you.
Right. Let me.
She on my
Should have
face.
brought a
like,
Vita up here.
We should have brought a
Yeah.
basketball.
5 plays, then they
Vita.
sub her out, get a break, then they bring somebody else. So it's funny.
And what's your
Yeah.
What's your patented move?
I like to shoot, so I come off a lot of screens, just catch and shoot.
Pick and
but
roll.
I do nice little step over type, crossover, step the other way type.
We should have had a ball. Damn.
A nice little
Yvette, we were
So-
supposed to
so
have a
you-
basketball
I like
up
You
here.
be breaking ankles on regular for the people.
little something.
Okay,
I
I
just
gotta
get
go
to
watch
it.
your
I
highlights
just
reel.
get it done. Like,
Where do you put
Right.
your Where can people find your highlight reels? at?
You can find some things on YouTube with my name, Nikki Avery, Niki
Okay.
Avery, Avery.
I
You'll
want-
see things from Greece on there, Sweden, different
Right.
countries.
Let me ask you though. Do you have dual citizenship?
Yeah, I do have dual citizenship.
Oh, it
That's
is your
dope.
country.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is.
that's dope.
Because my mother's Greek, believe it or
Right.
not. Like she's
Wow.
full
Wow.
Greek. She was born and raised there.
Wow. See,
Is
So
that-
I know all about.
So is that?
everything.
So did
What he was talking
no,
about.
not the freaky.
so did that help? Did that help you to? Did that
Yes.
I know
did
all
that help you
about
to get to Greece teams?
Say word.
Did that help the
Well-
Greek team pick you because they said, "Well, she got some blood up here"?
What we did was we started putting the paperwork in here while I was home, like my senior years of college, because like he said, the Greeks, they're very like prideful people,
Yeah.
so they're not gonna let just anybody
Like,
come
come
in.
in.
You know what I mean? And that's just, you gotta understand that. Like when people
They're not
have
giving
when
anybody
they got-
dual citizenship.
when they
like-
have a strong thing going on, they don't want outsiders in. You know what I mean? It's like a family unit, whatever. They
Right.
have their own thing. I respect it. I leave it alone. But
So it is your
so
country.
when I got there, I flew there. They signed me to a team, but I wasn't able to play yet because I needed to have my paperwork.
Citizenship.
So the agent that was helping me at that time went to the place and expedited everything.
I was going to ask
So
you, do
that's
you have
how
an
I got
agent?
it.
Do you
Yeah,
have
gotta-
an
you gotta
agent?
have.
Yeah, you gotta have agent.
Where did you go to college at?
Eastern Kentucky.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Midwest.
yeah, Midwest.
Okay.
What did you average in college?
Like 13.
Okay. Assist.
Sis about 4, something like
Okay,
that, 3, 4.
okay.
We had a little ups and
Shooting
downs
guard,
with the
yeah.
team.
See,
Some
the-
girls got
the-
pregnant, like main
The
girls. It
dope
was
thing
a little-
Wow.
about basketball is that there's so many pro leagues all over the world that I was talking to Chris the other day. It's not just the NBA or the WNBA. Even listen, the WNBA girls play in all the leagues all over
Yeah,
the world.
they do.
Too. They have to.
Yeah,
They
because
don't-
the season ends.
they get more
Early.
money out of the
October.
U.S. than they do in the U.S.
Facts.
And then,
You know.
did you ever think that's what your career or profession was going to be? Like while you're playing in Eastern Kentucky?
I
was
knew
that-
it was going to be hard from Eastern Kentucky because it's a mid-major, and we didn't
Yeah.
go to the tournament or anything, so we didn't make a big, we
Move,
weren't
yeah.
on TV, we didn't
Right.
have TV games, so I knew it was going to be difficult for me, But it's always been like that for me, being undersized. So I feel like that's just the story of my life. It's always been the underdog, and
But
like
it's
proving
dope that you
people
can
wrong.
still earn a living doing
Yeah,
what
yeah,
you love
facts, yeah.
and going to. I mean,
So-
that's the
Yeah.
key.
So
Right.
how
Yeah.
so how was love with playing basketball overseas and then coming back over here for times? I mean, is there something going on that
It's
side,
so
this
crazy.
side?
There's something's going
how do you
on
juggle
everywhere
that?
right now. So I'm in Cypress playing basketball. That's where my team is. My mother lives in Athens now. She moved there for good 2 years ago. So I fly to Athens now, do my music business there.
How
and
far is that?
That's 1 hour on the
Okay,
plane, like an hour
okay.
and 20 minutes.
Okay.
So it's a quick flight. It's not too expensive. So I just
Okay.
do that. I chill for a little while. I go back. So now I have kind of 3 places that I'm like doing
Between.
things in. I'm like moving work. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Okay. Say less.
So, but everything is it's growing,
Right.
So
Right.
You doing performances over there with your music
so
Right.
okay, my season ended in April, and we won the championship. And what I did was I flew out to Athens, so all the people I already knew from when I played there. And I'm like, yo, I'm doing music now. What's up? Let's do something. Help me up. And I went right to all of the party people, the party promoters, and they're the ones who like put me into host. So I started hosting at one of the clubs. I just had like 15 minutes. I'm just like, party people, let's go, pump it up,
like
whatever,
an
you know,
MC,
like an MC, right? So that's what I was doing for the 2 months while I was there after my season. So people are familiar with my face now, with my name and everything.
Right.
And then I just released the track that I made out there. The producers from there. The video was made in Greece as well. So everything is in Greece. So it's good. So when I go back,
Yeah, I wanted to ask you too.
all is well.
How how would you compare the racism here in America to the countries you've been outside? I'm very interested in that.
I think that United States, well, specifically New York, has a difficult task because we have so many mixtures of people. I mean, so you have to understand like culture, behavior patterns, everything that all comes into play. You know what I mean? And so we have to deal with that on a daily basis. Like the way I grew up and what he grew up and what his mother taught him, what my mother taught him are different. So I might, think something is right that he thinks is completely wrong. In those countries, they don't have a lot of that because everybody's the same.
Right.
They were raised the same for generationally raised the same. So all
for
of
thousands
these
of years.
for thousands of years. So
Right.
it's certain things that they all abide by no matter what. You know what I mean? It's no difference of so much difference of opinion or difference of behavior or
Right.
difference of culture. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But here in the we have that. So that's where I think it's stronger here for sure. I think they probably don't want to let people in and things like that because that's only because they don't want people to infiltrate their culture.
Right.
You understand? When you have a culture, you have something already laid out.
I think that in the U.S., no one's really from here, right? So the United States is the only country that I'll hang a Cuban flag in front of my house.
Right.
You can't, no other country. Now, when you go to Greek, they're all Greek.
They all Greek.
Right.
You go to fucking Mexico, they're all Mexican.
Right.
Go to Canada, they're all Canadian.
Right.
You come to the United States,
Everybody's
melting
different.
pot.
Right. That's why
Listen,
so many people are not so proud and like I'm from America. You know what I mean? It's
no,
a
but
different
it's
vibe.
the way the system is made.
Oh,
For
yeah.
example, I was
Different
born
vibe.
here, and
Right.
when
They
I
got those
when I
Confederate flags.
fill out an application, I'm supposed to check out the Hispanic box, and then I have to say I'm known as a Cuban American. In Cuba, I'm a Cuban citizen. Like in Cuba, because I'm a first generation, I'm Cuban. So that tells you this country. So when you travel, that's why it's so important to travel and see other cultures.
Facts.
When I went to Cuba, me and Chris, it was the first time in my life I was in a place that everybody was Cuban.
Not me.
What I mean,
I was an honorary Cuban.
One of the reasons my father moved to Miami, one of the reasons I love Miami, because the majority of the people Cuban, right?
Right.
You connected with that.
It's a different
But
type of
it's
love.
the
It's
only-
like people,
This is
you
the
know?
only country you can do that. Little Italy's right here, Chinatown.
Right.
But you feel me? It's the only country that you can really do that. All the other countries,
Like,
But we
they
should
have the
feel
history.
strong for that. You know what I mean? We should feel strong for that in America. That hopefully that we move forward and we get past these things because it's not an easy thing. I
Right.
mean, it's a hard task. It's generations of things that have been taught to all of us individually.
Right.
That
Well,
we
when
have to
look at-
all
this
somehow.
country was made.
agree on.
Really, when you think about it,
That's
the
a fact.
country was made. The reason they're having such a hard time with racism is because the country was made
Built
for
on that
white people.
Hey, say
Period.
that again.
You know, the country was built. This was a haven for all the people that were. Let me tell you something. You gotta read. You gotta really get into, and you don't have to do too much reading. You go to YouTube. You can really research
Right.
and realize that before the Africans were brought over as slaves, the majority of the people in England that came
What up, Uncle?
were also slaves, and this is what the slave. That means if you were committed a crime and they emptied the prisons in England, then you would owe time. I'd have to go to your house and work your land for 3 years.
Servitude, right.
Right.
There you go.
That's what. So even the slaves were servitude.
Right.
People what would they do with the slaves? They kept, they had food. They had a place. It's kind of almost like a welfare system.
Right.
But that's what they did. That's how they got over the legalities of slavery.
Right.
I'm feeding them and I'm taking care of them.
Right.
And they're working for that.
Right.
And
Right.
they're serving. That's the
They're gonna
service.
build my empire.
But before, they had, so the racism aspect of it, even the whites that came in that were lower level were not considered. Education has what separated any country or anything else.
Right.
If you don't have an education, then you're considered, in poverty.
Right.
So getting back, making a long story longer, getting back to what you're saying, that this country, what makes this country so great is that we are, even with all our problems, you still go to Greece and you show that American passport anywhere in the world, it's still the most powerful.
That's what I'm saying.
Fucking passport.
Like,
So
Yeah,
but I want to get to your music,
Okay.
Nicki's
definitely,
music.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I seen her in the park last year. She had some hot joints. She played 2 joints last year.
Hey, she came to Philly and performed in
Yeah,
Philly.
She did. Yeah, she
with
did.
that
That's
bitch.
right.
That's when I saw you
Norman
too.
Bates show, I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
it
Norman
was.
Bates.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Norman
Mr.
Bates.
Bates.
That's right too. Yep.
Yeah, I drove out there.
So Marvls, I mean Zach.
Yeah. So what? All right. So Marv, what's good? You ready? Let's get Nikki on.
She got to
I'm always
introduce
ready,
the
man.
You got
song.
to intro
You know what
her
I'm saying?
stuff.
You know the
All
vibes.
right, so this song right here was produced and shot, the video in Athens, Greece. It's called
wow.
Yes.
Okay.
My rap name is NiNi, and I
That's
put
my-
all
that's my
females.
mother's name.
Really?
Yeah.
That's what's up. I put all females in the video because I just wanted it to be some type of empowering type of thing, but it's really for everybody. It's like
Yeah,
about
gang,
moving
gang,
forward.
gang. Y'all always rolling
Gang,
in the gang.
gang, you know, because y'all know how y'all be giving it up.
DTF Radio, highly unique radio. We're here at El Punto The Spot, powered by Adventure Music.
Started from a dream like B.I.G. Then the hustle came to follow T.I.P. Grown but look young, they still need to see ID. Some people upset and I ain't even reach my peak. R.I.P. Nipsey into all the greats. The marathon continues, I'ma do what it takes. Keep weathering the storm, be the light in the shade. I know now to cut my lawn so I can see all the snakes. Yes. What is this, all of this talking about with this? It's preposterous. Yes. I mean, come on, think about it. Like, who the hell thinks that like that? Why? Let the blessings rain down all night. Praise God, we still here and all right. These are things that we gotta do every day. Lift your hands up high and give a wave. Yes, we on our way. Reach higher, reach higher. Yes, we on our way. Up top, yes. We on our way. Reach higher, reach higher. Yes, we on our way. No stopping, no stopping. Release the brakes, unlock the cage. My speedy legs about to knock out this race. I came to chase my dreams, I'm wide awake. I'm about to change everything, get out my way. Little girl with big, big dreams. I did big things, rock real big rings. I kill 16s, I pull them strings, shuts down them scenes. The king of queens. Yes. What is this, all of this talking about with this? It's preposterous. Yes. I mean, come on, think about it. Like, who the hell thinks that like that? Why? Let the blessings rain down all night. Praise God, we still here and all right. These are things that we gotta do every day. Lift your hands up high and give a wave. Yes, we on our way. Reach higher, reach higher. Yes, we on our way. Up top, yes. We on our way. Reach higher, reach higher. Yes, we on our way. No stopping, no stopping. Yes. Yes. Let the blessings rain down all night. Praise God, we still here and all right. These are things that we gotta do every day. Lift your hands up high and give a wave. Yes, we on our way. Reach higher, reach higher. Yes, we on our way. Up top, yes. We on our way. Reach higher, reach higher.